Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing 3 different 65 extras that we have currently in the Flying Pig web store. For those of you who backed the 65 second edition Kickstarter, which ended yesterday, that was Thursday, October 3rd, these will also be available in the Pledge Manager. So if you're interested in shopping around in the Pledge Manager that's going to open relatively soon, this is a good video for you to see what some of those extra products are. Thanks again for those of you who backed the 65 second edition Kickstarter. It really exceeded our expectations and we are just so grateful, and it's just really exciting to see the support from you guys. Like I said, we're very grateful and we're really excited that we were able to unlock all the stretch goals in addition to unlocking a stretch goal that was based on your suggestions. For those of you who don't know what that last stretch goal was, it is actually going to be an extra player aid card that outlines all of the powers and abilities, which I think is a really great idea and it's going to be really useful. In 85 on the back of the rulebook, we had those powers listed on the back and it's really easy to reference that. And I think this player aid card is going to be an even more substantial way to aid play and make things even more fast-paced. So that was a really great suggestion. I'm really grateful for all of the support so that we were able to get to that $50,000 mark and have this new stretch goal be unlocked. So thanks again. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave any questions that you have in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back to you guys. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this video and may have never heard of 65 before, 65 is going to be a series within the Squad Battle series designed by Mark H. Walker. 65 Jungles of Vietnam is a tactical level or squad level 2-player hex encounter war game that is driven all by cards. So the first extra that we have available in the store is going to be the Hue City map. This is going to come in the box and it's going to incorporate an urban map that'll be a lot different than the maps that come with the base game of 65. So in order to play with this map, which I'll unbox in just a second, you do need to have 65. You do need to have that base game to play with this. So inside the box, you have these well-wrapped maps and then also a scenario. I'll go ahead and take these out for you. All right, so in this Hue City expansion, you're going to not only get this massive map with this really beautiful urban terrain, but you're also going to get 2 scenarios. Let me go ahead and open this map for you. So it's much larger than the other ones that come with 65. I'll give you guys some better shots, but you can see it's mounted. Really nice thick map with gorgeous art. This is actually probably my favorite map when it comes to the Squad Battle series in general. I think it's a beautiful map. So I'll go ahead and read you the description for the 2 scenarios that come with the Hue City. Forgive me if I do mispronounce something. The first one is the Battle of Quang Tri. It is January 31st, 1968. The 1st Vietnamese Regiment drives communist forces toward elements of the U.S. 1st Battalion, 5th Cavalry Regiment in Quang Tri City. So that is going to be the first scenario that we have. I won't give up any more of the details. And then we have also a variation of that scenario. So same date, January 31st, 1968. The 1st Vietnamese Regiment drives communist forces towards elements of the U.S. 1st Battalion, 5th Cavalry Regiment in Quang Tri City. In this variation, there are ARV encounters for you to play with. So you have one scenario with also a variation. And you get to play, like I said, on this gigantic, gorgeous map. It's going to come in a plastic bag inside of a box. So with the Hue City map, with that expansion, it's going to cost $25 currently in the store. And like I said, you get that huge map and you get that scenario with the variation on the scenario. That is not a standalone game, just to clarify. That is an expansion that you will need 65, the base game, to play with. All right, so then the next product I want to go over with you guys is actually going to be this expansion. So it's the United States Marine Corps ANZAC Tactical Supplement. Here is the package that you will get. It comes in plastic wrapping. You can see on the back we have some of the counters. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this for you guys and show you guys what's inside. Okay, so inside you're going to get this booklet here that has the scenarios. It also has some explanation of some of the new units right in the beginning. Like I said, this is going to bring in the United States Marine Corps. It's also going to bring in the Australians and the New Zealanders. And this is going to be retailing for $39.99 in the web store currently. Like I said, there's some explanations in the beginning, and then there's also all the scenarios inside. There's going to be a total of 6 scenarios in here with awesome full color art. So in addition to the booklet that you get with the scenarios and then some information, you're also going to get 2 sheets of counters. Go ahead and show you these. Here we have some vehicles and also some helicopters. So like I said, that's another expansion that you can get to 65. Like I said, these are all things that you're going to have to get in addition to the base game. These are expansions. This is going to retail for $39.99. This is going to be compatible with both editions, and so will the Hue City map. That's going to be compatible with first and second edition for those of you who are interested in using your first edition with these, or if you've backed and gotten the second edition. All right, we also have available in the web store. I don't think we have a lot of these left, so I'm not going to guarantee that these are in the pledge manager, but we do have a few left in the web store right now. These are going to be, this is a pack of action cards that came from the first Kickstarter for the first edition. So just like we did with the second edition, where we had a stretch goal that added in a bunch of new action cards, these are some of those action cards from the first edition. These are going to be compatible with either edition. Like I said, there aren't going to be a lot of these in the web store. So if you are interested in these, I would recommend going ahead and snagging these before they're gone, because we're not going to print any more once they're gone. All right, so in this action card expansion, you are going to get 9 cards. These are retailing for $12 in the store. So there are different things. You will actually add these into the deck of cards that you use. Here's an example: sudden downpour. Discard when drawn. Draw next card. If a hit, a downpour begins, and that's an action. We also have sneak. You can move 1 hex. If destination hex has a cover factor greater than or equal to 1, no opportunity fire is allowed. If enemy occupied, ambush. There's some really creative stuff here. Tactics. Use a hex. Fire with the units in the hex. Choose another within 2 hexes. Move the units. So exciting stuff here. So like I said, we don't have a lot of these left. These were from the initial Kickstarter for 65, and we have another set of 9 action cards coming out with this Kickstarter that we just successfully completed. Those are actually going to be linen backed. We didn't unlock the linen backed cards. You can kind of see in the reflection for the first edition, but this second edition is going to have totally linen backed cards for the extra action cards, the second edition, and then also the update kit. Just everything's going to have linen-backed cards. So we're really excited to have that next level of quality for this product. All right, so our last extra product that we have in the store, which is probably the most popular, and we had a lot of comments talking about solitaire material, is going to be Alone in the Jungle, which is the solitaire expansion to the base game. This is not a standalone game. This is the expansion that you need to play with 65 first edition or second edition to make it a solitaire game. In this expansion, you're going to get a deck of 27 cards. You're going to get a sheet of counters. You're going to get a scenario book. This is going to be $40 in the store currently. The way that this works is that this is the solitaire AI that you use with the game. When you play with this, you're going to actually play as the Americans battling the communists. And this deck of cards are going to actually be your opponent that you're playing. So you don't know what's going to come next. You're flipping over cards, and that's going to act as the AI for the game. All right, so once you take these components out of the bag, you have your book here, your scenario book and your rules book. And then what I really like is that in addition to it being in a bag, the counters and the cards are in its own plastic wrapping. I'm not sure about you, but I've gotten some bagged games before and all the counters fall to the bottom, and it happens. But I like that this kind of keeps them all contained. So you have some of those terrain overlays here at the top, and then you have some of the like concealment counters that you'll need to play solitaire, and then you'll also have the deck of cards. All right, let me take this out and show you guys some more detail. All right, so like I said, it's going to come with this rules book. Full color, and it gives you some sequence of play. It describes how these solitaire cards actually work, and then the different sections, and how this is going to control your opponent. which is really interesting. You get a great example of play on page 10 that goes for about 2.5 pages. And then after that, you have 6 scenarios that comes with this. And here you go on the back, the Communist Decision Matrix. So a lot of information packed into this book right here. Okay, so here are the counters that you get outside of the plastic so you can see a little better. You have the terrain overlays, and then you have the mystery markers. Here are the back sides so you can see. As you can tell, very thick, beautiful art as you would expect from us here at Flying Pig Games. And then you also have this deck of 27 cards that are used to activate the opponent when you're playing solitaire. Okay, so here are the cards. Like I said, you can play this with first edition or second edition if you get Alone in the Jungle. On the cards, you have different sections to the card. You have a stance section, target, result, move, and random event. And then you also have these symbols in the top corner that are also going to help with this AI system. So like I said, you get 27 cards. And then that is going to be retailing for $40 in the web store right now. Like I said, this is the expansion to 65 to make it solitaire. So you do need to have the base game for all of these items that I've shown you today. Thanks again for watching this video about all of the 65 extras that we have in the web store right now. And thank you again for all of the support for that 65 second edition Kickstarter. That was extremely successful, and we are very grateful for all of your support, and we're really excited to get this second edition out. We have some really fun ideas. So if you're interested in picking up some of these products, everything I've shown you is in stock currently. Like I said, those action cards are pretty low stock, so I can't guarantee they'll be in stock forever. And we will not be reprinting those since those were from the first edition. So if you want to go ahead and get ready for a pledge that you made for 65, or if you're interested in adding on to your 65 collection you already have, check out some of these items in the web store. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.